Here I am about to install the Givi top rack on my Suzuki 250 SX, the Vstrom 250 SX, and I am so damn impressed with the way Givi has designed it. See, there are only 4 holes that they have given on this rack, and when you keep this Givi rack on it, let me show you this. The mesh is so well laid out that it is exactly fitting it in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfectly. This is one setting. The other one is you could no, this doesn't work. Taking it further towards the seat doesn't work because the other one gets hidden. Then this is the perfect setting as I spoke about earlier. And then this is another setting. This is a bit away from the pillion seat, but I would not prefer this because there is going to be this overhang. Okay, a lot of space here, but there is going to be an overhang, and that might interfere with the handling. In the sense, it might affect the handling. It might mess with the center of gravity. So I'm going to keep this neutral position because mostly it's going to be single driven, and this is going to be a perfect fit for it. Let's begin with the installation. Givi has provided these fasteners in a small pocket. And let's take a look at what we're going to use here. We're not given any spares as such. Everything is accurate as per the new requirement. And this one, and washers. Some washers are here. I'll use the washers later. Let me first use the bolts. And these nuts are nylon nuts, that is non-return, or rather, let's say they will ensure that the nut does not return back after vibrations, after vibrating enough on the bike. So 4 of them. Okay. And I'll just keep these things aside. Washers along with the nylon. So here's the setup I've got. First thing is you put in one washer in here. There are totally 8 washers out here. Put one in and put one inside here like this. Difficult doing it with one hand, especially when you're holding the cell phone. So this is how it is. Now after correct placement of this here, like this, like this. Okay, ensure the bolt holes are aligned. You can then, before putting this in, I would like to apply some thread lockers just in case. Okay, so hold on. So I have this thread locker from Anna Bond. I've just covered it up like this. It was because it was leaking. This is the one. It's called Anna Bond thread locker. And I'll be applying this to these bolts. Just ensuring that I don't spill anything. Oops, too windy. Oh, yeah, here it comes. Okay, just a paste like that, that's it. Before I put this in, I would also like to show you my base plates bottom. So I'll put some nitrile PVC tapes just to ensure it doesn't, it's not a plastic to metal contact and it has a little bit of pushiness to it. So that's what I've managed to do. Now that I've put the Anna bond, let me go ahead and align this once again. Right. So I'll have to do this to all of them. Keep the camera here. And apply the thread locker to each of these. This much is sufficient. Don't need to pour it on it. Pour it in. I think that is. There it goes. Some more. Apply a light film of it. This is the fourth one and the last one, and yeah, feels like close-up paste, but very dangerous, not good for health, or very hazardous, so be careful. That's the reason why I'm wearing some gloves, to not expose yourself to this. Okay, so there you go, all of them in. It's time for us to tighten the screws from bottom. So I'll do that because the camera angle is going to be weird, so I'm not going to record that, and I'll show you the finished product, or rather the finished work, in some time. So here it is. Finally, after a lot of dilly-dallying, I was able to put these bolt and nuts in. Only here, the rear part, I had to put the bolts up from the bottom and then screw from the top. Here you have the bolt from the top and from the bottom, because of the reason that there is this accessibility is better at the outer edge, but inside it gets difficult to go there. It was difficult, so I had to put the bolt in first. Now it's time for us to fasten it. Before I do that, I would also like to tell you that the direction of these square washers, I would rather you keep it parallel to the vehicle front and back, that is, because you can adjust slightly. See, you can slightly adjust this gap. For me, since I prefer better control of the bike and better center of gravity, and that is a center of gravity that I can better control, I have put it as close to the pillion seat as possible. But if you regularly ride with a lot of luggage and then with your pillion, you could do this, or rather you can skip the whole thing, the whole unit here, and then slide it back up. It can go further back, another step, that is, right? So let's fasten this now and finish it up. So there you go, this has been fastened. I've not used a torque wrench, but then Make sure it is snug and tight. That's all. Desi way. So I'm hoping it'll stick, and it seems pretty rock stably steady. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. That is going to be a cover for this. This is the cover that came with it. Just a simple locking, plastic locking mechanism. You can put it in here and then it's flexible plastic. Okay, you just need a little bit of a and for these they have these teeny weeny screws. You just put it in here and tighten it, and that stays there, and the second one goes in here. It goes in there and stays there. Okay, don't over tighten it because it's plastic. It has a plastic screw hole, so that's fine. So there you go.